Here we are, with the latest tech updates, so let's get started. Apple is discontinuing its iPod after 21 years. Apple has announced that it is discontinuing the iPod, which was introduced in 2001 as the first MP3 player. iPod Touch was last updated in 2019. Apple says it will remain available to buy till the stocks last. The iPod was credited for transforming Apple from a nearly bankrupt company to an eventual $3 trillion giant. Starlink is now available to ship immediately in 32 countries. SpaceX satellite internet service Starlink is now available in 32 countries around the world. Starlink announced the expansion to 32 countries in a tweet, with a link to the mapping feature that SpaceX launched back in March. The map shows every country where Starlink is already available, but also those where it is either coming soon, or there's a waitlist for the necessary kits to arrive. Google Chrome is getting built-in virtual credit cards. Google announced that its Chrome browser will now offer users the ability to use a virtual credit card number in online payment forms, which will let us hide our credit or debit card numbers while making purchases on the web. Google says the feature will make it secure to buy things on sites that don't support Google or Apple Pay. It's basically the same experience as using Chrome autofill to enter in your credit card details, but with an added layer of security. Apple might introduce USB-C to the iPhone in coming years. Industry analyst Ming-Chi Kuo predicted on Twitter that the iPhone 15 will have a USB-C port instead of the decade-old Lightning port. The prediction might have been right on the money, as a recent Bloomberg report reveals that the Apple is testing out USB-C ports on iPhones. Ming-Chi Kuo on Twitter states that if Apple does go through USB-C, it will improve the iPhone's transfer and charging speeds. Meta is renaming its Facebook Pay to Metapay soon. Meta is continuing the metification of its brands by renaming its payment system Facebook Pay to Metapay. The change is set to happen soon, according to a blog post from Meta's head of commerce and financial technologies. The company is also exploring how it can further simplify the payments experience across its platforms to make the payments easier to access and process in the metaverse. Nvidia's RTX 40 series graphics cards may release soon. Nvidia's next-generation RTX 40 series graphics cards may get their release date earlier than expected. Nvidia has still not confirmed on RTX 40 existence, but the new information from an authoritative leaker, it could launch sooner than expected, as early as July or August. The rumors have been circulating as the launch of RTX 40 series graphics cards based on Ada Lovelace architecture approaches. Netflix is looking to expand into live streaming. According to Deadline, Netflix has confirmed that it is in the early stages of developing its own live streaming feature for stand-up specials and other live content. In Netflix's most recent earnings report, the streaming service reported losing 200,000 subscribers for the first time in over a decade. It has been adding various features and options to help counter a dip in revenue and subscribers. Google is removing nearly 900,000 abandoned apps from Play Store. Tech giant Google is preparing to purge nearly 900,000 apps, which have been abandoned or not been updated from the Play Store. Google is not going to be alone in this exercise, as Apple is expected to push out 650,000 iOS apps from the App Store as well. Google is expected to hide or remove apps based on how outdated the apps are on the Play Store. Elon Musk has kept the Twitter acquisition on hold. Elon Musk said he is putting his bid to acquire Twitter on hold, weeks after agreeing to take the company private in a $44 billion deal, over concerns about the number of spam and fake accounts on Twitter. Elon Musk now hints at paying less for Twitter than his $44 billion offer, saying he could seek a lower price for Twitter, that there could be at least 4 times more fake accounts than what the company has said. This much for today. And thank you for watching. Also, consider subscribing to the channel to never miss any updates.